wish you could see me now. I wish I could show you how I'm not who I was.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Josh, and I am a new creation in Christ. And I'll tell you why I say that. I have had a rough life due to bad choices that I've made. I was born and raised in Marietta, Georgia, in case you can't tell by the accent, and I had a good childhood. I was in the church at a young age. I even sang in the church choir and was there 3 or 4 times a week. But I had an unhealthy interest in my uncles, my mother's brothers. They partied and had a lot of fun, and they always seemed to be having a good time, and I wanted to hang out with them and do the same things they did. And so at 15 I drank a beer and smoked pot with my uncles for the first time, and I liked it, and I decided that I wanted to keep doing that every chance I could. And unfortunately this led me to harder drugs at 17. I tried some harder stuff and I got addicted very quickly. I can't believe the change that the drugs produced in my life. I went from a pretty good kid, I thought, with a good heart, to a criminal. And for the next 20 years of my life, I was in and out of jail, prison. I slept in the woods. I just couldn't seem to shake addiction. And, you know, I lost any love or concern I had for other people. And I began to hate who I was. Satan is a master at telling you lies, and he told me that I was defective. He told me that I would never be able to quit using drugs and alcohol, that I was just a screw-up. And I started believing it. And after many failed attempts at sobriety, my parents began to believe it too. It wasn't until I was about 37 years old that I heard someone speaking, and they had 2 years clean and sober from drugs and alcohol. And I could tell that they had had a rough past, and they seemed genuine. And it sparked some hope inside of me, and I thought maybe for the first time in my life, I thought maybe, just maybe, you know, I could be clean and sober. And I ended up in jail. I asked God to help me, and you know, God has mysterious ways of helping us sometimes that we don't understand. But I ended up in jail for a very minor charge, and while there, I got on my knees. I broke down, and I cried, and I was scared, and I thought, God, I want to live a better life. I want to care about people, and I want to be clean and sober. I want to live for you, but I'm not strong enough to do it. I get a good start every time, but I always fall. And I need your help. And all of a sudden something awakened in me. I don't know what God did to me, but I got excited about reading the Word, and I started spending 6-7 hours a day in my Bible. And I got on fire, and I was happy. I was happier than I'd been in a long time while sitting in jail, as odd as that may sound. Anyway, I was afraid. I thought, I'm going to get out of jail soon, and I'm probably going to go right back to the lifestyle that I was living before. Father, I don't think I'm strong enough. I believe in you, but I don't believe in me yet. And so I looked for a rehab, and I found Justin's place. And I entered Justin's place in October of 2012. And I just asked God, please don't let me go, God, because I'm the type of guy that will run from you if you give me a chance. So please don't let me go. Change my heart. And I believe that, like God promises in Ezekiel 36:26, that He put a new heart and a new spirit inside of me, because I'm not the same man today that I was back then. I now have over 1.5 years of sobriety, good relationships with my mother and my father, and my brother and sister. And I'm actually happy today for the first time, but most importantly, I feel free. No longer do I feel like I'm enslaved to addiction. I truly believe that doing this one day at a time and trusting in the Lord, that I can stay sober and happy for the rest of my life. Thanks for letting me share this with you.
I wish you could see me now. I wish I could show you how I'm not